So here, I'll kind of help you out. That's actually a perfect segue in terms of talking about where we've been, doing segments. Since we haven't seen each other in a while, we're all different people in different places. What do you guys think of Jersey City as it is today, back then?
Yeah,
But
it's
what's back then when we were in like high school or something?
or
And
even like 2 years ago, three, four.
Yeah, I guess.
like or do you what's your feel on the current state of Jersey City?
Yeah.
I could go first
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
want.
Go ahead.
I personally think Jersey City's lit.
Hmm.
I think it's awesome that people can go outside and not feel like they have to look over their shoulders as much as they used to.
That's interesting. Yes.
I feel like it's great that as much as I know you're gonna get the energy thrown your way anyways, that women feel more comfortable just being outside and just enjoying
That's
themselves
always a good look.
instead of like having to worry about being a woman.
Yeah. Mhm.
Period. Because
Yeah, yeah.
my sister feels the difference.
It's wild.
In her daily life. And I feel although a lot of people argue against gentrification and how those things come about, politically things are just going to happen whether you want them to or not. The money's there, money's going to get exchanged.
Yeah.
But you can't say that the city doesn't benefit from having better infrastructure and more eyes on it because now it's being taken care of better.
Hmm.
So that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Shout out Jersey City. We out here.
Who's the mayor?
We don't do that. We don't do
we
that
don't,
kind of
we
shout
don't do
out.
that. We don't do
We
mayors.
don't do shout outs to
We
political
don't do that kind of shout out.
Cut the check.
Try to get the bag.
This shit costs money, know what I mean? But yeah, I agree with most of the things Jose said. Prior to living here, where I am now, which is near the Journal Square area, I actually lived in the Heights, and that is an area that is seeing steady change.
Yeah.
Just for context, like literally 2 doors away from where I used to live, they're building like this humongous, like 6-story thing. Obviously aimed at the deeper pockets.
Yeah.
There's no immigrant Dominican family moving in there anytime soon. And I can start seeing the changes, man. Like we had like this bar, like a local bar popped up. I forgot. I think it's called like Lo-Fi or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
We
it's
out
like,
after the podcast.
and yeah. Also, cut the check. Yeah, yeah. Don't go there until you give me my check.
Oh, I have.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Oh,
off
okay.
air.
Literally right across from. So I lived on the first floor, and so you had that, the old school bar on the windows. It kind of felt like a jailhouse, but
Yeah.
like you have right across the view from the streets, which is Palisade Avenue. It's like one of the busiest streets that you'll ever find.
Yeah.
Right across from that opened an organic ice cream spot.
Hey.
And-
Oh, organic keyword.
Yeah, organic, not just any kind of ice cream.
Yeah.
People are out there looking for that, and that actually opened a couple weeks ago. And I gotta tell you, no one that looked like me was on that line. And
You mean you're not trying to pay $7 for ice cream?
well, it just so happened that the person that looked like me on that line was me. I was on that line, and
Do you, boo boo?
and I was like,
Everybody deserves ice cream.
yeah, exactly. I was online. I was like, let me just try this out, and it was like $5 for like a small, like one scoop of thing,
Wow.
and I was
Yeah,
like,
did it taste good? Was it good?
it was all right.
All right.
Like there was a spot on Central Ave. Shout out to Central one time. Yes, all
The
of
whole
Central.
Ave.
Yeah. That's kind of like a little business district up there in the Heights.
Yeah.
There's like a store.
It's not little. It's pretty.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I say
they have
little,
a
like, compared-
festival every summer.
Yeah,
It's pretty big.
Yeah, exactly. There's a very nice ice cream spot on there.
Are you talking about the one next to the police station?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
that one's been there for years.
Yes.
That's one of the few that's been there since for like
Yes,
the
that
older owners or whatever.
You can tell by the storefront.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, they got great ice cream.
Yeah, so that's the one that I'm used to going to, and actually that same day after I tried the one from right across the street, I was like, "Yo, let me get some."
Let me A and B this ice cream.
Yeah. Let me get some of that, and then
Yeah.
it's still great. But I noticed, like by where I used to live, there's like a park, and like I saw incrementally, on Sunday they started hosting yoga.
Yo, that
What?
park is
Really?
that park
Yeah.
is dope right now.
I missed a lot.
Old gazebo, but it's
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it's
the old
nice,
gazebo
man.
that got taken down by the lightning storm or
By the-
whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, by
like
Sandy.
hurricane.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes on weekends they'd have like farmers markets and stuff, and I'm like, wow.
That's the spot.
I'm sure the neighbors that have been here for the last 10 years, it's hard adapting to change, obviously. These are actually good things that are happening.
Yeah.
At the same time, you can't help but feel like people are being displaced because you don't see as many as them.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah, like for context, like I mostly go around on public transportation, and when I started going home, like after the gym, I noticed different type of people on the bus, and I'm like,
so like cut from a different fabric, right?
absolutely, and I'm like, I didn't used to see these people on my commute, and that's how you can kind of see, like you can tell, like a lot of Patagonia, what's up.
Lifetime warranties are no joke though.
Word. It's value.
Yeah.
You buy it nice or you buy it twice. But yeah, like you start seeing something different, and you know what? Like being here, like I've been there since like I was 4, about thereabouts.
Yeah.
So it kind of rubs you the wrong way because you're like, hey, who is this guy? Like like rubbing up on my turf, but it's like I don't own any of this, and
No, you don't.
just like they moved in, I can move out, and it's like,
I mean, like when we got here, we were the same people coming into a new hood.
yes, exactly, yeah, and
Keyword hood, right?
Yes.
Well, neighborhood.
That-
No, but it was
Yeah.
it was
I'm
the
not-
hood
I'm not
back.
saying- yeah.
No, I'm just saying it was pretty hoodie back then.
Yeah, because I had a conversation about that
Yeah.
term with someone a while ago, and it was
Yeah.
like, no, neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It doesn't mean anything lesser or greater. It's a fucking acronym.
Yeah.
the inner city,
Slang for the
urban.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Lower income.
It doesn't mean ethnic housing.
yeah, word. But yeah, like as far as Jersey City, like I still like it. I'm obviously still living in Jersey City, albeit in a different area of Jersey City. But Ariel,
Yeah,
shout out
I
to
have a
Ariel one time
completely
because
different-
I think you're the
even based on like episode 12 was in his home, and
in
you're not living there
Elizabeth.
anymore, are you?
No, I'm not living in Elizabeth anymore. But
Explain to us like how many cows you feed.
how many cows? They're all deer. They're not cows. Right?
Dear.
How old is your
There is a
llama?
difference.
No, yeah, I live in Plainfield, Sleepy Hollow area.
Represent.
Yeah,
Um,
shut up, play.
Yeah, so the whole change with Jersey City for me is like it's totally different because
It must be
there's
night
been
and day.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because there was a time, I think it was like a year or 6 months that I wasn't in Jersey City. And
Yeah.
I think it came to like visit you, and I was like running some errands,
I remember. Yeah.
and I passed Central Ave, and I'm like, what?
I don't remember any of this.
Yeah, I was like the storefronts were done entirely different, and
Word.
like I was just like, I don't understand what's going on. I'm just like, this is not Jersey City
You go to
anymore.
Hoboken, it's wild. You go
Yeah,
to
yeah,
the
I mean-
Grove area that has seen
Yeah, everything has changed.
its own renaissance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, like when you live in a city or like see a person like constantly, like you can tell,
yeah.
like you can't tell too much of a change. You
Yeah,
can tell
it-
change,
it's-
but
it
like it's
happens
kind of harder to
incrementally,
see.
yeah.
But for me, it was just like it was night and day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Jersey City, hometown, but I probably never
You're
like
happy to be
moved
with the
back in
deers,
here.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, I kind of gravitated further and
Yeah, I
further
mean-
away from the city.
What is that like? Like, did you recently move there?
I've been living there since August. Yeah, so
And how was that for a change? Because it
was-
I imagine it's a lot quieter, right? Less
yeah,
pollution generally.
it's in yeah, it's like it's crazy. Like since I grew up in Jersey City, it's
Mhm.
kind of hard to like fall asleep without any background noise because you always used to hear
Mm.
cars and
Yeah.
people and stuff
Word.
like that. So
You missed
like
the honking.
yeah, kind of. But yeah, like when during the summer, it's pretty good because like you hear the cicadas. So like
Mm.
that's like your own
It's like
background
natural
noise.
white noise.
Yeah, but like once like the winter started like hitting, like it was just like you hear like absolutely nothing.
You get paranoid.
Except for the raccoons, they're gonna run in your trash, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I even like hear them. Like, it's just like
Where
yeah.
they're stealthy, right? They're like born. Like,
Exactly. They're nature's bandits, right?
Yeah.
What Reggie asked, does it make you feel paranoid in your own home?
No,
Because of
it
the
doesn't.
difference?
It actually doesn't. Like, I definitely coming from Jersey City when it was what it was.
Yeah.
I feel a lot safer. Like honestly, like you see your neighbors and everything like that, and I've left my car, unlocked and my house
That's
unlocked a few times because I
wild.
forget, and like
Yeah.
I have
It's a
no
different life.
problems. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's completely different, and it's weird. It's like I've been living alone for like 5 years now, so it's kind of weird to like put this whole dynamic, because like living with your parents or
Yeah.
in a bigger city area where
Mhm.
like everybody,
Mhm.
like it kind of
It's definitely different.
it's definitely different. Like I mean, you could tell too,
Oh,
right? Since
100%.
you moved out, but yeah, like it's just I don't know. I mean, I definitely like feel like a full blown adult. Like I've been doing this for 5 years. But
I mean, you came here on a motorcycle.
yeah, I mean,
That's two different licenses.
yeah. Word.
it's just an endorsement.
Word.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like even when I moved to Elizabeth, I remember 2 years in, I would be walking like up the steps, and I'd just be like, I own this place. This is like my place.
That's crazy.
Like nobody lives with me, and it's just like this is all mine. And,
Yeah,
like,
choke
this
up on
is-
the mic.
Yeah, this
Just
is
in
like
case you're-
this is like
Yeah.
my whole castle basically. So
Yeah,
it's just
and
like
someone was
That's
like,
cool.
"Run your
Yeah.
pockets," and you're like, "Oh man, I own way too much. Right? I have a lot to lose now."
That's
Yeah.
cool. And that it's you don't normally hear people that we know when we were growing up like currently having assets.
Word.
Yeah.
Word.
That's a big thing too.
Usually it's just like debt generators.
Exactly. bro.
Shout out to Rick, the guy that trained me. He
Hey.
was like, "Oh, you should look into like buying property," and I was
That's
like, "Oh,
crazy.
it's gonna be all complicated." But yeah, I'm like my condo. I was paying like $1,500 a month, and that was a huge place.
Unheard of. That place was,
was-
marvelous.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it probably was owned by a drug dealer before me.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact.
It's probably like still owned by a drug dealer.
Oh yeah.
They realized those open bags. Oh, I gotta get back. I knew it just by looking at your liquor cabinet. I'm like, oh yes.
Dry bar. That was definitely. I mean, I love my condo.
That was
so.
a lot of coke parties
A lot of coke parties.
on that kitchen counter. It was wild. You actually reminded me though. Like I haven't been in Jersey City my entire stint either.
Yeah,
So
Florida,
a couple years ago, I ended up moving over to Connecticut for like a year and a half, and then I was in North Bergen for like 2 or 3 years before coming back to Jersey City.
Yeah.
Weren't you?
So I was just kind of like in the radius.
Weren't you in Philly at some point, or was that just?
Nah, Sharon went to
Oh,
school
okay.
in Philly for a while,
Yeah.
but we
That's what it was,
were
yeah.
Shout out to
basically
Sharon
just
one
like
time.
yeah, fucking satellite around Jersey City, but like ended up back.
Word.
And I like where I landed to better than how it was when I left it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
No, I mean, because I guess we've been kind of dancing around this a little bit. That we didn't really set the stage, but Jersey City used to be like, at one point I think it was unofficial like the sixth borough of New York City. It was like considered like the armpit of New York City.
Oh yeah.
Because I remember my mom told me when she first moved here in like 1980s, she was like one of the few nurses that came over, and speaking of the unsafe part, like just to go to work or just to go back home from the station, sometimes they would call police escorts just to make sure that they're safe when they go back there.
Folks.
And that's you're only talking about like 1 to 2 miles in terms of like difference from the station and to your home.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
our city's so dense, like that feels like forever if you're not comfortable.
Oh yeah.
And because of where we are, like we get everybody likes to say we get the view of New York City without paying the taxes.
Jersey tax isn't that great though.
Yeah, property taxes here are not
getting
great
worse,
at all.
but-
Just so we confirm
Have
that.
their own tours.
Yeah,
Yeah, I get
New
it.
Jersey actually has the highest property tax in the whole nation.
And speaking of which,
that, Reginald.
because of like the growth and everybody's realizing, oh, this is probably like the new Brooklyn. Let me also get on it. Yeah. Jersey City, they had tax abatements for like 20 years on properties, and only recently Yeah, everybody in downtown that were paying, they're like baby boomers, and they had to get accustomed to the tax hike. Their property tax went like up 150% to maybe 300. So you got like them paying maybe 4 digits. Now they're paying 5 digits.
Yeah, well,
Overnight. And they try to like, I mean, people see that as like, yeah, I'm on a come up, but when you're on a fixed income and you're like you settle there for a while, then somebody moves in and makes the income increase, and you have to adjust to that.
Yeah, and baby boomers at this point, they're not
yeah,
they're not young anymore, so they can't even like.
yeah, they haven't been young for about 30 years.
It's hard for them to sell where they are, so it could be like a come up where I can get 6 digits on my new property because of everybody else, but it's hard to sell that and try to find somebody who has that
by market rates. Yeah.
Like you gotta find that person who has that money.
Exactly.
You know what's crazy though? Those people exist.
Oh yeah,
Because they're here.
Yeah. Yep.
Because
Bruh,
they're coming here.
in Hoboken, I see some places go up for like 12 million, and I'm like, who got that?
Yeah, but then you
People got that.
But then you check the listing and it's gone because somebody got it.
Yeah.
And those are like what, 2 bedrooms?
Facts.
It's the one studio flex.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You gotta eat, cook, and clean, and sleep in the same area, and then get a closet.
Be on the toilet making breakfast.
Word.
Yeah, I remember when I was looking into properties, and then I was looking at Jersey City, the condos. This was like 5 years ago. The condos, they were like 360,000 around there for like 2 bedrooms or 1 bedroom.
Wait, for people who don't know, is that generally a lot, or is that like a good deal?
That's pretty good. I mean, that's a lot for this area of what it was back then.
Yeah, before its value went up.
Yeah. I mean, like you could go to another city or buy houses and for like 360,000.
You heard it here first.
So,
leave this place if you want to make a sound investment, or if you got it like that, make it rain. Like like
In like Pennsylvania.
like the idea is like Brooklyn was like where it was, like poverty and gang.
Oh yeah,
and stuff,
Brooklyn
but,
is crazy now.
But like now, like the value of those homes continue to go up. All those starving artists that used to live there are like flocking here now, and
even
the cycle.
Yeah, I was talking to someone at a site, and we were in Astoria, but Hollis, Queens, it's like a really bad like area kind of.
Yeah.
And the houses there, the housing property is insane, and it keeps going up, even though it's not like the best area. It's just like Jersey City. I mean,
kind of
like
an indication
Jersey
of things
City,
to come.
Yeah, exactly, and that's the thing. I mean, New York.
As soon as you see that first Starbucks, it's a wrap.
Yeah, exactly. New York is always going to be going up.
Oh yeah,
it's just like the density of population and
speaking
all the
of which,
businesses
y'all
that
seen
are
that
coming out there.
what you call that thing that thing that has the Hudson Yards thing?
Hudson Yards.
Yeah, it's
What happened? What happened?
No, I'm talking about like
Isn't that
like in New York.
like a pier or something?
Yeah, it's like by the pier. Like they have like this $21 million like sculpture thing that's like basically a series of stairs that you go up and down. Reginald, could you like find a picture of that and put it up on the screen for us?
Hudson Yards, you said?
Yeah, it's called Hudson Yards. But yeah,
Is that like a housing complex or something? Is that
No, it's
It's like a art is like a
installation?
Art
yeah,
installation?
it's an art installation in addition to like this ridiculously huge like it's like some of the most valuable property in New York City.
Oh
shit.
wow.
And I think you might be able to see it here on our screen. Yeah, you see that thing on the right?
That's a residential building? That's not an office building?
Nah.
That's wild.
I'm gonna have Shih Tzus on the top floor.
Wow. You're on the 40th.
Wait. Reginald, can you look up like just like roughly what these properties are worth?
Oh, you want that flex?
Yeah. I want.
Well, if you could do the math right here. Sales launched in March with prices from $5 million.
$5 million.
The 2 to 6 bedroom dwellings run from 1,500 to 10,000 square feet. Great room ceilings reach nearly 11 feet high. When you got high ceilings,
These are mansions and
Skyscrapers?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
With-
all
here we go.
that, they better
Here's the flex. You know you gotta pay more. Offer the building with architecture by David Childs and Skidmore, Ownings and Merrill, offers residents access to 60,000 square foot Equinox Fitness Club and Spa, and as well as Soul Cycle, and 22,000 square feet of its own private amenities.
I'm not even mad at it. One of my boys DJs at Equinox. Shout out Zach.
Yeah.
I think yeah.
Link in the description. Check out his SoundCloud. It's all love here.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the
sauce.
the type of market you're expecting.
Yeah,
now.
so shout out to Reginald for the fact checking for us.
Crazy. And you know what's even crazier is like there's some people that have property out there that it's just like their
they're not even
vacation
living
home.
in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they have a place over here, they have a place in LA, they have a place in Florida, they have like, and it's just like
There's
like-
actually a housing crisis related to that and like the use of those type of properties for Airbnb, but that's like a whole
yeah,
other
that's
podcast. But it's
That's probably more ethics than anything.
Well, it's just the nature of like the market. Like I don't know if you know, but your roommate told me about where your landlord is and how he set up. Yeah, I mean,
like St. Louis offshore.
You fix up a nice place. That's usually that's the come up now. Like now that you realize where the market is and it's growing, if you ever owned, then basically you can either wait till a big developer says, "Yeah, I got this coming out, and I need this area. I'm gonna give you this amount," or you can take your own initiative and basically renovate and make it fancy and just try to look for the target market, which is basically our age demographic. However, a certain amount of income, and then you kind of, you through budgeting and personal finance, you can kind of guesstimate where how much they can pay in the market, and then you have the plan, and then you kind of just see what's in your budget margins, and then that's basically how you come up on a rental property.
That sounds like some fire stuff. Not like fire. Like, oh, that's hot. Like
the acronym
financial independence, retire
retire
early. That's I was trying to get on my finance game too.
We out here, yo.
I was trying to get my finances on point too, but that's another life.
Word.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be like Will Smith in that movie just so I can retire early.
Yeah.
Also, the concept of retirement's a little weird.
Yeah,
We could talk about that too, but
yeah, it's more so
I'm trying
financial
to live.
independence more than anything else.
That's what I'm leaning towards.
Yeah, not so much like I'm gonna retire so I could do nothing at all. It's
like why aren't you
I
enjoying
wanna
your
be able
life
to do
right
what I
now
want with my own time.
But why aren't you enjoying your life right now instead of waiting until you're 80?
Well, because you're stuck in a 9 to 5, and
that's
you
true.
know,
They're stuck. They're
living
stuck
out
up
somebody
here.
else's dream.
They're stuck up here. Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Anyway.
You know the vibes. You know the vibes.
Anyway. Yeah.
Yo, shout out to personal finance one time.
Where were you at in high school? Where were you?
Facts.
yeah, that's very
I would
true.
have been out
like-
here buying properties like my boy Ariel right here.
I need to know about Pip and his extraordinary life, or whatever that book is.
What are you talking about?
That book where they made you read summer reading Pip and the.
Oh, no, I didn't.
See, I was different in school.
Yeah, I wouldn't read that.
Well, I didn't read it either. Don't make me read that.
Reading. We had like a Derek Jeter book that we had to read, and like
I don't even
lost it,
remember
and I had
finance.
to like buy it again.
Listen, Reggie, just because you could handle sports, reading, school, academics,
Yeah,
like
you're
all
jack of
that,
all
like
trades,
just
like,
because
get
you
out
can
of
do that, that doesn't mean that we can, Reggie.
space.
Freaking
We're trying to make it out here. Right?
They're not sponsoring, but thank you, Spark Notes.
Yeah.
Facts.
Not worthy.
Cut the check.
check.
Are we still talking finances about stuff that doesn't matter to us at this moment?
Nah.
All right, cool.
Word. So